What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Wednesday's KnightsWatch. I am your host, the real Ant-Man. Got with me today, King Black Cherry.
What's up? What's going on?
Eat up.
What up?
All right, and we're missing Rhino tonight. He's at home washing them
his
tights. So, anyways, thank you guys for joining us. We're going to talk about E3 2018. This will be a video game heavy podcast this evening.
Yes.
So, as you can see, we have EA Play up on the screen over here. So let's go ahead and start with EA. They were on Saturday.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch it?
Yes.
Yeah, I did.
All right. What did you guys think? What was your? Let's do it this way. What was your best takeaway from the EA? We'll do best, worst, and we won't go too much detail.
Okay, if I had to say the fact my best, that's where. Okay, I like what they explained what Anthem was.
Okay.
I like they took a deep dive into it and they showed us what exactly you could do and everything like that. Seems like you could play as Iron Man pretty much. Looks
Pretty
like.
much.
In Destiny.
And
Yeah.
It had the Destiny feels
Yeah.
for sure.
It pretty much was like Iron Man and Destiny put together and had a baby, and hopefully this is a lot better than Destiny. Hopefully.
Yeah, I hope. I mean, we played the crap out of Destiny when it first came out. I played Alpha, Beta. I mean, the first game I played with until probably after the first two free expansions came out. And I really enjoyed it, but I felt like it was lacking.
Okay,
Destiny.
so let me ask you something, guys, because I remember when Destiny first came out. Now I wasn't playing it, but you guys were playing the hell out of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, when you first started playing it, you really liked it, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah,
the game was it was really like no other game we've played before at that point.
Well, what's your opinion now about it?
Because of the lack of meaningful content.
Yeah.
I really felt like it went downhill really quick, and the multiplayer, instead of like focusing on PvP, because the PvP was garbage like right out the gate.
Yeah.
Like they should have really just focused on the co-op experience, which I think that's what Anthem's doing.
Okay.
I think they even said there's no PvP.
Yeah, they said there's no PvP.
Yeah, so-
Okay, now, in layman's terms, what does that mean?
Okay, so PvP is your basic like player versus player death matches. So
Gotcha.
think of it this way: when you play Call of Duty Black Ops, you never touch the single player. Well, some people might, but I know I never touch the single player. I just jump right into the multiplayer. Well, this is like reverse.
Gotcha.
Whereas like when you buy Destiny, you really want to jump right into the single player and kind of ignore the multiplayer. And it really Destiny like borrowed a lot of mechanics from Halo. It's Bungie, so there's the team that worked on Halo.
Yeah.
So all the gunplay is really nice.
Okay.
But it does not work in multiplayer.
Okay, gotcha.
No, it doesn't.
And what do you think of Destiny? Do you feel the same with Anthony?
I feel the same way. It's just, I mean, we played the crap out of it. We played it till like there was nothing left. And I'm not gonna lie, I bought Destiny 2. Did I put it on my system? Nope. Why? Because the fact like I heard that there was pretty much Destiny 0.5.
Okay.
They didn't really change anything to make it that much enjoyable after you've beaten the main campaign, which is only like maybe 4 or 5 hours long.
You know, I think I played Destiny 2, but I can't remember. Oh yeah, no, I did play it. I played it. You get to like, so it's like you're forced to do this mission, and then like instead of I hope I'm thinking of the right game. Instead of like going to the what was it called, the place where you met at, the planet you met at, the moon or whatever.
I thought it was Earth or whatever.
No, that's because you did a mission in Russia on Earth. Like that was like old Russia, but then like you flew up to like the Citadel. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Or am I thinking of Mass Effect? Anyways, too many space games. But like I was playing it, and like you get to like your home place, and it's like on a farm. Is that right? Am I talking about the right game here?
That doesn't sound right.
Dude, I'm telling you, I don't know what game it was then.
That doesn't sound right.
Was that Halo? No, I'm telling you, it's Destiny, dude. And like your home place is like a farm.
That's weird.
Yeah, it was weird, and that's why I stopped playing.
That's weird.
So, like, in your opinions, it's kind of has not too much replayable value, right?
No, because after you beat it, you're like, okay, well, what is there to do now besides playing the same missions over and over and over again and getting loot that you may or may not get? Is like playing RNGesus and hoping that you get the best loot that you can, and when you don't, you're just like, okay, well, I guess I'll replay it again.
So what we're saying right now about Anthem, it seems like an improved Destiny. Like it seems something that...
well, it's from the Mass Effect team.
Okay.
So it's from BioWare, which it was, they're known for making great games.
Yeah.
It looks like it's gonna take what Destiny was doing and make it better. Now they didn't really go into too many details, so I don't know what they have in store. I would say that the best thing they can do is have more events. I think if there was more events, I think people would be more likely to play it. I think that's what Destiny was really missing.
So I saw the trailer and I was pretty impressed by it, right? But it's funny how the mechs or the suits look kind of like an Iron Man suit or a War Machine. And I was like, yeah, exactly. And I was saying, wouldn't it be cool if they can maybe make a deal with Marvel and have an Iron Man skin or War Machine?
What was it? Fortnite had Thanos, so
well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be cool to do that? I mean, that's a good way to attract a bunch of people to play your game, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that would be a good idea for them to do. But yeah, it looked pretty good game.
I mean, honestly, like Marvel just needs to start either buy a game studio. Like Disney has to buy someone needs to start making Marvel games more often.
We'll talk about that later.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about game later. There's a game out there I really want to talk about because it's really impressive, but we'll say that for later. But I was gonna say, a game that impressed me honestly was Unravel 2.
Yes.
Unravel 2 looked good. Actually, me and Chris forgot about that. We were just talking earlier.
Yeah, that looked pretty amazing.
Yep.
And I never played the first game, right?
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's not great. It's not horrible though. It's it's good.
Yeah.
But when I looked at the graphics, it looks amazing.
But no, the second game blows the first one out of the water. Like just a co-op.
Oh
No, just from watching the video, like some of the co-op stuff where you're holding the person and they have to swing. I mean, that's just amazing. I'm like, oh my god, this is co-op dream.
Yeah. So I saw that and I'm like, wow, that's pretty impressive that game. So I'm like,
that's a good one, Pete. I completely forgot about it. And the cool thing is they really didn't announce it prior to it, and they released it that day. Yeah. When they announced it.
Well, it's funny too when you look at I think the problem with the market right now, the video game market, it's oversaturated with shooters and all these other games. When you see a game like that, you're like, wow, okay, this seems some kind of original, right?
Well, you get a lot of indie games that are kind of Unraveled, but you don't have the polish that EA could
exactly.
They could put the money into it and really get the polish on
it's
there.
It's kind of like when you look at the video game industry, it's kind of like the movie industry around. And I'm trying to make comparisons, but let's just put it that way. It's like when you see the movie industry, they always kind of base it on either comic book movies, which I have no problem with, or remakes or sequels that probably already don't need another sequel of a franchise,
Yeah,
but they don't have no original movies. They don't put money into original movies.
I think what
it's the same with video games.
No, I know what you're getting at, but I feel like it's more that studios don't take chances because they don't want to lose money.
It's the same with the movie. It's the same with the movie industry.
Well, you'll have a studio and they're good at what they do, so they make similar games. Look at Telltale. I'd love to see Telltale make a game that wasn't a narrative-driven game to see what they could do.
Yeah.
But that's what they do. They stay in that wheelhouse, and that's all they make.
Well, I tell you what. Just when you just mentioned Telltale games, I just posted today.
Yeah, Stranger Things.
Yeah,
that's gonna be awesome.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
Here's the thing though. Are you thinking they're based on the main cast, or going to be because I know all Telltale games like Game of Thrones and I would say Walking Dead are based on different characters. They're not based on the main cast.
Well, Walking Dead's based off the comics. It's not based off the show.
But I don't think that.
Clementine in the comics? I don't remember Clementine being.
Is that an original character?
I don't think so.
I think
that was their own doing.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's
Clement.
Cool.
Was it Clementine, the girl?
Yeah,
she's an original character. I don't think she's based on a comic.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying though. I think the same with the Game of Thrones games. They're not.
Well, the Borderlands game though, that had the Handsome Jack in it.
No, the Batman did also. Batman had it's actual Batman, and you can play as Batman, and so Guardians of the Galaxy get to play with them. But I don't know if this, because it's based on a TV show, if you're gonna actually use the main characters like the kids, or is it gonna be a different? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
but are we getting to a point where it's gonna be too much Stranger Things?
Not yet. Definitely not yet. I'm not there yet.
We're going to focus on video games, but it is slightly off topic, guys. Sorry. I just want to say about one thing that Stranger Things. I love the show. I'm kind of a little bit, I want to say, concerned about the third season because I felt the first season was amazing. I love the first season. Second season was pretty good. I think it kind of was
the pacing of it. Well, no, it was the way that episodes were in order, because you got that big. Like, oh my God, this is happening, and then you got that one episode.
See,
what the frick is just happening?
You know what's funny though? I actually like that episode because they actually went somewhere else.
No, I like that episode, but you don't.
But not where it was.
Not where it was.
No, I understand, but they actually expanded the storyline, which
you know
I'm
what's funny? Like that's like Netflix's MO though. It's like episode 7 on a Netflix
Yeah.
series. It's always like out there.
Yeah,
no matter
it is,
what,
it
like no matter what show you're watching, it's like episode 7.
It's not just Netflix in general, but like. I'm like, that's necessary because you gotta expand the whole show because you can't focus on the upside down world.
Yeah.
Sooner or later, it's gonna get old. Like you do one season, it's the first season's about that. Second season's about that. Third season's gonna be still the upside down world, and you're still gonna be invaded by.
Well, what was the kid that was in like the coma or whatever? No, it's not Mike. What's his name?
Will.
Yeah.
You can't go through it.
Yeah, we can't do a third time with Will
Yeah,
knocked out of the show.
Exactly.
Will's got to act sometime.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying though. So like, I feel like that's the only problem with the show. They can't go to the well again.
Yeah, I agree.
Or else it's gonna because.
I honestly hope though it doesn't become too much like Heroes or The Gifted, where it's just like
it came really quick if they're not careful. I think it's a great show. I love the 80s. I love what they're doing. The kids are amazing. The cast is amazing. But for the guys who are doing the show, the showrunners, they got to be careful what they're doing. Because it can definitely go south really quick. Yeah. So it's like I said, it's one of those shows I love. And yeah, too much Stranger Things. I don't think it depends. If they expand the world, no, it's not too much. It can be great, but it's one of those things where they got to tread softly because. It can definitely go south real quick. Here's another thing too, and I'm gonna focus on video games. Sorry guys, but Game of Thrones is another thing. I hear all these prequels they're making.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous about the prequels.
Yeah. It could go wrong.
I'm also nervous about the Lord of the Rings prequel.
It could go wrong. It could turn out to be crap, or it could turn out to be great. It depends on what they're doing with it.
The only problem is when you make a prequel based off of characters you already know their outcomes to, it makes it less interesting.
Yeah. It does, because if you...
Yeah, like, if they're talking about people in Game of Thrones that we already know the story of, or we know, if they're showing the Mad King, we already know what's going to happen.
Well,
but that could go in different ways, though. If you look at X-Men Days of... X-Men...
Days of Future Past?
First Class.
Yeah.
You look at First Class, you know how that story goes with X-Men 1, 2, and 3, but with First Class, you're like, holy crap! This is actually quite cool.
That's a good example because that's a great prequel. I actually really enjoy that movie.
Yeah, there's not many great prequels though. Most of the time, like prequels are not like. I mean, I know you're gonna say Planet of the Apes, but I don't really. I say that's more of like a prequel / reboot.
The problem with prequels, though, like here's the reason why you gotta do prequels. You gotta build a good connection with the characters. You gotta realize like a good relationship with characters. The reason why First Class works so good because you see the relationship between Charles Xavier and Magneto.
Come ahead, Charles.
You see the relation with them, so you see that grow.
Yeah.
So that's why it was such a good movie because of that. You had to see like they were friends before they became enemies. So I understand the reasons why and why they decided to separate.
Right.
So that's why it's such a good movie. Prequels could be great if they just focus on those elements. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be like, oh hey, this is what's gonna happen. We know what's gonna happen. But let's build the relationship between the characters first before we see what happens. And that's what they should focus on. That's why the Star Wars prequels sucked, because they didn't do a good job building the relationship between Anakin and Obi-Wan. No. It was very, like, how do I say...
Love story?
It was, yeah, they focused on a love story, which it wasn't even a good love story to begin with. Now it's horrible love story, and they did doing a good job. Like it felt very shallow, the acting. Everything about the movie felt shallow. It's all CGI, and that's why the movie failed. It could have been a great story if they built like they actually had a good storyline for Anakin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
But it fell apart. So, anyways,
my EA takeaway is I know it's cheating. I know I said 1, but because it's not a full announcement, but the Origin Access premiere which is going to be like Xbox Game Pass. I thought that was really cool. We don't really know much about it. I think you said it was $100.
Yeah, it was $100 a year.
So if you play Madden and FIFA, it's already $20 worth. You're already making $20 off of them.
Yeah,
and you get access to all their new games on launch, right?
Yeah,
yeah. So that's awesome.
But if that comes to all consoles,
right now it's PC only.
Yeah.
Yeah. So So there's that. But I thought the coolest thing was and I don't really like Battlefront, but I thought the Battlefront content for Battlefront 2, where you can play as General Grievous, that's awesome.
We saw gameplay or no?
Yeah, they showed gameplay.
And pretty badass.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's funny though? That's one character I feel in the prequels that was awesome.
Well, Darth Maul too.
Well, yeah, him and Darth Maul, and it's funny too. It's like. And I kind of brought this up, I think, a couple weeks ago. I'm not trying to switch subjects, but it's funny how you had those awesome characters that killed off, like, right away, right? Mm-hmm. Spoiler alert. Not spoiler, but they don't really do a good job building new characters like that in the new movies.
No, they don't. No.
And I'm like, if they could just do that, create a really badass character in the new movies, that's gonna bring people to watch those movies more often.
Yeah, but they're already they're on the last one. It's too late. Yeah, that boat sailed, man.
I mean, it hasn't. They can.
They have the other trilogy that they're gonna do, but yeah, that boat's definitely sailed.
Yeah. Oh, for the new one, yeah, absolutely.
Skywalker Saga ending done.
Yeah, and like hopefully they can do that, because I love, like, dude, General Grievous is awesome in the Revenge of Sith, and so was Darth Maul and Phantom Menace. So, but yeah. So, any other thoughts about EA?
What did you? Where would you rate the conference out of like the other ones? I would put it probably. I would say between them, and we'll get into Square Enix later, but I say those are probably the two worst conferences.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
thought so.
Even though like EA had some like Unravel 2 and Anthem and all that stuff.
Yeah, but it wasn't enough.
It wasn't enough. That and the fact that it just felt dry.
Yeah, and don't show off your sports games at conferences. Like, we know.
So we know it's going to come out every
we know what's
year.
coming out.
Every year.
I mean, we know that what's coming out. But even with the fact of, like, the engine of Madden looks really weird to me for some odd reason. Mm-hmm. I play Madden every freaking year.
Yeah.
And I'm like.
And let's be honest. Why is that not on the Switch? Come on. Like seriously?
I don't know.
That would make a boatload of money on the Switch.
I don't know.
Speaking of, we're going to talk about Nintendo later, but it's funny, the Switch, Fortnite just got like released on the Switch, and 2 million subscribers, or
the downloads in one day.
On one day.
That's crazy.
2 million downloads on one day.
It's free. So
no, it is free. So why not? I agree. But even there's probably other free games that don't get that kind of love.
It's true.
But all right, man.
All right.
Let's move on to Xbox.
Okay.
So, who wants to start off on Xbox? I'll start off on Xbox.
You.
So 15 world premieres.
I thought it was 50.
15.
Oh, okay.
It was only 15, but let's start off by saying, if you are world premiering a game that comes out on PlayStation as well, that's not a world premiere. Let's be honest here. You're just helping your competition. Come on. The big news out of there, I'll tell you what my favorite was, but the big news out of there was that they bought 4 game studios.
5.
Was it 5? What was the 5th? Undead Labs.
Yeah.
The maker, was it Playground Games? I think they make Forza, right?
Yep.
They bought Ninja Theory.
Yeah. And I seriously thought they bought 5.
I'm not sure what the other 2 were. It could be 5, but
I think it was 5.
Okay.
And I was like, don't these people make games for you anyway? The only one that didn't was Ninja Theory, and I was like, oh, okay, so they're gonna be like your Uncharted.
Yeah. Well, they made what, Hellblade?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did they do the PS Heavenly Sword? Was that them as well?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Who made Heavenly Sword?
I don't know. I'll look it up.
That's a good question.
How does Chris not know that? What?
Well, that was a pretty old game.
Before I owned a PS3.
Yeah, that was a pretty old game, right? Huh? Pretty old game, Heavenly
Yeah, but it's
old and yeah.
But I would say the best thing that I've seen from Microsoft's conference. Oh man.
Shit, it was Ninja Theory.
Boom. I don't know, man. I didn't really see anything.
So you're not impressed?
No, they.
So you're disappointed?
I am excited for Battletoads, even though we didn't see anything. They did announce a new Battletoads.
I don't get it though. Like,
what don't you get?
You announce a game, but you don't show anything.
Yeah, Nintendo did that last year with Metroid Prime 4 and Pokemon Switch.
Yeah. That is true.
Yeah, and like that's like, well, Sony does that too.
But I mean, like,
dude, they all do that.
Yeah, I know.
Hold on, we'll get to Bethesda.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Just wait for Bethesda.
It's just annoying though, because like, can we see some footage? Can we see anything about the game? You know?
What else did Microsoft announce? Did they announce anything that was like
groundbreaking?
I mean, I'm not excited for Halo. I'm not excited for Gears.
But Halo looked weird.
Yeah,
Halo was different.
Like, how?
Like, okay, so for one, they had an animal that was like a rhino kind of a thing that looked really weird, and the way that Chief looked when he was just standing there looked kind of weird. And it
wasn't called 6 or 7. It was Infinite.
Yeah, Infinite. Yeah.
Halo Infinite?
Yeah, which is kind of weird too. So I don't know where they're going with that. I don't even know if any of those games are going to make launch this year besides Forza.
So how can you make another Halo again if it's Halo Infinite? It's kind of like, you know, once you're infinite, what else can you be?
Infinite times 2.
I mean, look at their names. Look at Microsoft's names. Xbox
360, Xbox One.
Xbox One.
But that's what I'm saying. It makes no sense.
No, it doesn't. Well, no, Xbox One was the whole like, oh, here's your all entertainment in one
Nobody
thing.
thinks that way. They always think, oh, it's a first system. You know, it's like 360 is so much better than that one, right? It's 359 times better than that one. That's what I would think if I'm a consumer, right?
And then they took 359 steps
backwards.
Yeah.
But
TV, sports.
I don't know. That's a bad marketing job, if you ask me.
Yeah, I honestly, guys, I can't say like I could pick a best or worst. It was really just an average conference.
So it's my kind of like, it's like meh.
Yeah, it was meh, and the fact they had so many freaking Xbox Ones on stage with TV screens with no one playing.
Yeah.
I was like, what the frick is this?
Well, that's all the ones that haven't sold.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a mixed bag, I would definitely say.
So how about PlayStation?
Well, we're not there yet.
I'm sorry.
So now, see, we're talking about Bethesda.
My bad.
So let's talk about the bad from Bethesda. Now, you mentioned why show a game when you have nothing for it.
Yeah.
So they showed Elder Scrolls 6 and Starfield. Starfield's going to be pretty cool because it's the first original game they made in, 25 years?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay.
25 years. They haven't had an original IP. That's crazy to me.
Okay.
But yeah, so that it's going to be probably Fallout / Elder Scrolls, which is basically the same game, but it'll probably have a space setting.
Yep.
Okay.
That would be my guess of it.
Okay.
The musical number was bad.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
it was really awkward.
Yeah, it was.
That Andrew WK whatever came out and performed.
Wait a minute, Andrew WK still alive?
Yeah.
Was he partying hard?
I mean, he looked like he was partying hard at that when he was performing. I mean, everyone in the crowd was like, "What the hell is going on?"
Yeah, I would be like, "Is Andrew WK still alive?" I mean, you think? When's the last time the guy was relevant? What, 2004? If you call that relevant.
Yeah, he was like relevant for like 2 days.
Yeah, I was like, everyone in the crowd was just like, "What the heck is this? What is going on?" But yeah, I don't know. It was weird.
But
oh, man.
So I know you guys are gonna disagree with me, or at least I know Chris will disagree with me. I don't know about you, but Bethesda did have my favorite game of the show.
What's your favorite game?
Fallout 76, and it is my favorite game because I am a Fallout fan.
Yes.
And I am a co-op fan.
Yes.
And they finally put them together.
Like peanut butter and jelly.
Yes, peanut butter and jelly.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll be taking a baseball bat to those radiated brats.
I mean, I didn't really see. I'll be honest. I haven't really watched a lot of E3. I'm sorry. Should have done my research. But did you actually like Fallout 76, the trailer and all that?
The original trailer just looked like Fallout. I mean, it's like you saw it and you're like, okay, it's Fallout. Then they came out with the camp trailer, and that was cool. So basically, what that is since it's now online multiplayer, you can build bases with your friends, and you can put them. It's like in a backpack that's called the CAMP. I don't know what it stands for, but basically you set your base up and you can take it with you. So then you can take it down, and then you can go travel the world, and then you can put your base back up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so exactly. So like I thought that was really cool.
It's like I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Fallout in that game, you get to like build your own place, right, or like add stuff to your place, right? Is that correct? Like in the Fallout games?
Fallout 3 was very light on the elements. Fallout 4 had a whole bunch of base building elements.
Yeah.
Like it was actually like a tower defense game at some points because like the people would attack your like your like settlement while you weren't even there.
Yeah, but you even get to add stuff to your.
Oh, you can build like houses.
Yeah,
like,
houses.
You can like literally build a whole house if you want. Oh yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So now you can do this in this game, and also
now you can take it
wherever you want.
Yep.
Okay, that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, and the
so
fact
it's like a Animal Crossing shooter, kind of.
That's a really weird. That is a really weird comparison.
I'm just saying, though. I'm just saying.
No.
Because I was thinking of Animal Crossing when you described it that way. I was thinking, oh yeah, you get to build your own.
Maybe more like the Sims
shooter. Sims shooter.
Yeah.
I would say even State of Decay, actually.
Yeah, it's so like when you build your base, it's a house, but it's meant really for tower defense because you can put turrets and stuff around it and stuff like that. I would say maybe like I don't think doesn't Fortnite have something similar to that where you can like build
Save the World.
The single player game of it.
Player.
Yeah. The single player Fortnite part of it has like something similar to that.
Okay.
But but a weird comparison, but I could kind of see it. But yeah, it's still weird. What do you guys think of Bethesda?
If I had, okay, it was okay. I thought it was okay.
Fallout Shelter on everything.
Fallout Shelter on everything. I downloaded it on my Switch. Haven't played yet. I didn't touch it on my PS4.
It's easier to play on the Switch only because of the touchscreen.
Yeah,
that's the only reason. Yeah, other than that, it's like
that's what I was like. I don't really need it on anything else.
You guys sound impressed at all right now, right? About E3.
I'll be honest with you, Pete. They didn't show off anything great that we didn't already know about.
Yeah, and we were hyped about. We always like wondered in the back of our head, like, oh, maybe there's Elder Scrolls 6. Maybe they're gonna show it off. Yeah. Oh, they're gonna show a CG trailer with just the title, and just like, oh. See you later.
Yeah, it was like
literally it. Rage. I mean, they showed off Rage thanks to Walmart Canada. Thank you for that.
Go Canada.
Go Walmart.
Go Canada Walmart.
Showed off Fallout 76, which I mean, I pre-ordered already.
Yeah, but why did they tell us about Fallout before the show?
I have no idea.
Like that if that was a surprise, that would have been amazing.
Because that was a surprise in Fallout 4 like a couple years ago. They were like, oh, here's Fallout 4, and guess what? It's available in a couple months. And everyone lost their crap because of it.
Well, this one's available like this year too, which is awesome.
Yeah, which is cool, but like we already knew about it because they.
Yeah, like a week earlier they have to like tell us that it's coming. It's like, why couldn't you just wait?
I don't know. Maybe Walmart would have leaked it or something. But Rage was cool. Prey, more things added on to Prey, which I was like, why? I didn't really play that game. I didn't really like the demo.
Rage?
No, Prey.
Oh, Prey. I played the Prey from like
forever ago,
2005 or whatever.
But like it was like, I mean,
yeah.
If it wasn't,
is it still the same thing where you like go upside down and stuff like that?
No, it was different. It's different.
Oh, it's different. Oh, I haven't even seen it then.
Okay, yeah, it's different. It came out last May.
I know what was awesome. Wolfenstein 80s co-op game.
That's true.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so. Sorry,
no, it's fine. It's basically a it's like it's a sequel to Wolfenstein. It's called Youngbloods.
Yeah, sure.
And
it's a brand new game.
It's a standalone expansion.
Yeah,
I think DLC.
So, but you can just buy the DLC. You don't need.
You
don't need to have the other Wolfenstein.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and so basically it's like a co-op game, which is a first for the new Wolfenstein games. They didn't have any multiplayer yet.
Okay.
And it takes place in the 80s, and it just looks awesome.
Yeah. Like. Straight up 80s?
Yeah.
Straight up 80s. You play as two women and just looks awesome.
Yep.
Now, are we like saying in America or in Germany? Where is this taking place?
I don't think they said.
I don't think they said. I think if they had to say, I think it was in America.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they didn't say though.
Okay. Sounds pretty cool though. I love the 80s. 80s is awesome.
What up, Shauna?
What's up, Shauna? Comment Oh yeah, guys. By the way, this is slightly off topic. Wednesday's KnightsWatch with the Gotham City Geeks guest Chris King or King Black Cherry.
There you go.
Please like, comment, and share this.
Turn your notifications on as well so you can know when we're live.
Exactly.
And we're talking about video games. We're talking about E3. You guys have any questions about any E3 games, we'll go ahead and answer it.
And if you don't, just, I don't know, comment about anything.
So we're going to move on from Bethesda. We're going
Yes.
to go to what I thought was the worst showing, even though has my probably second favorite game of
Kingdom
the show.
Hearts 3?
No, not get Kingdom Hearts out of my face.
What?
Come on.
Wait, you hate on Kingdom
Pixar?
Wait a minute, hold up. Let me tell you a story.
Okay.
Let me tell you a story about
Please,
Kingdom Hearts.
Let's go down this road.
Okay,
I really wanna hear this.
so Anthony is a big Nintendo fanboy, right?
Yes, of course.
And I remember back in the day when I used to work with him in the movie theater, way back in the day.
Mm.
So, you know, he would always talk to other these people we work with, hey, you should buy GameCube. So much better than PlayStation and Xbox, okay? Those systems suck.
Fanboy.
Yeah, they suck, okay? So he's always trying to...
Never owned another system
So
from another maker at this point
at
in my
this
life.
point, at his life, all right? Seriously. So he's like, oh yeah, GameCube is so much better than that crap, all right? And, you know, and I also bought a GameCube. I think he convinced me to buy one, right? So anyway,
Seems like only yesterday.
so Kingdom Hearts comes around, and he decides to buy a PS2 because of Kingdom Hearts.
Yep.
So yeah, he decided.
It was Kingdom Hearts and Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
Yeah, but you turn.
So no, it was two things.
You turn in your Nintendo fanboy
And
card.
I'm gonna tell you what. Out of those two games, one was definitely better than the other.
Grand Theft Auto.
Oh yeah, Vice City kills freaking.
Oh
Oh, yeah, that's a great game.
Kingdom Hearts.
That's a
Dude,
great
I'm gonna
game.
be honest with you, man. I like Square Enix. I like Disney stuff. I like the idea of Kingdom Hearts. The game sucks.
Really?
Yes, the game's terrible. The controls are awful. Like it's bad. I don't care. Like
Is it a camera?
no. Well, it's partially the camera. The controls are bad. You can't control Donald and Goofy. Like you could only like basically you can only
So
like kind of. They're assist characters,
Oh,
basically.
come on.
Yeah, so you play as Sora, and then you have like assist characters.
I can't kick ass as Donald Duck.
Nope.
No, he's your sidekick.
That's
Yeah,
bullshit.
it's like a sidekick.
That's just plain bullshit.
Nope.
Because I love to kick ass as Donald Duck.
No,
This
you-
is-
You are kicking ass, but Donald Duck is right next to you.
I'm just saying, he's so ill-tempered. It's awesome.
Do you feel different about Kingdom Hearts, Chris?
I mean, I've never played a Kingdom Hearts game.
Oh,
before.
okay.
What?
No, but like if you buy, they announced that
You have to buy the whole console. You have to buy the Pro.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah. No, because Jeff originally told me, he goes, oh, dude, if you get it on PlayStation, you get all the games with it. And then I did more research. It's like, yeah, if you get the Kingdom Hearts Edition PS4, you get all the games with it.
Oh, I already have a Pro.
You know, it's
Yeah.
but it seems such a cool idea. Like you're like, oh, Final Fantasy meets Disney. You know what I'm saying? And it seems like such a great idea when you think about it.
I'm still waiting to this day for Nintendo to do one that's not Smash Brothers.
Like we were talking about, like Kingdom Hearts kind of game.
Yeah.
But with all
Nintendo characters, like all video game
Dude,
characters. Like
Let me tell you something. That'll make so much money.
it would totally make so much money, but I don't know if they'll ever do it.
Well,
Probably not. Yeah.
but you can't.
But I don't want it with the Smash Brothers engine. I want it
Dude,
as an RPG.
Oh my goodness! Hear me out. Captain N and the Game Master.
They ain't ever making
No!
Captain N, Pete. Get out of
Seriously!
here.
No.
They ain't ever making
No,
Captain
that'll be your
N.
character. He'll be like Sora, and it goes from each like video game world, and that's how it'll be. You know what I'm saying?
I wish that's how.
Oh
it was
my
gonna
god!
be,
And then
but
you could have Simon Belmont and Kid Icarus and Mega Man.
Bro, they don't even have Simon Belmont in Smash Brothers.
They will.
They won't.
I guarantee they will.
Alucard's gonna be in there.
No, he's gonna be in the
Alucard
game
DLC.
because there's gonna be more characters. We're gonna talk about Smash Bros later. I'm sorry, but that'll be a great idea. Nintendo,
Okay,
hear me
so
out.
Square. My second favorite game probably of the show was Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Of course, because you love Tomb Raider.
She was
Ab-
vicious.
Yes, but I absolutely love Tomb Raider.
You know what's funny?
She was vicious.
You know what's funny? I
That's
haven't.
a good thing, though.
Hold up, I haven't even played Tomb Raider yet. Is that bad?
It's amazing.
I have it. I just haven't played it yet.
Okay, hold on. You played Uncharted 1 through 3.
Yes.
I don't know how 4 is because I haven't played it
Me
yet.
neither.
And I know Chris is going to disagree with me, but Tomb Raider and the Rise of the Tomb Raider, to me, are better games than the Uncharted games.
Get the.
I'm telling you.
Shut the front door.
Dude, I enjoy them better.
I like like Uncharted.
Now four.
Okay.
Now 4 might be better.
All right.
Is Uncharted 4 like really good?
If you're going to sit there and tell me that the reboot of Tomb Raider is better than Uncharted 2, a Game of the Year winner, you are out of your freaking mind.
You're telling me you don't think Rise of the Tomb Raider is just as good,
I
if not
didn't
better?
finish Rise of the Tomb Raider, and I like those kind of games.
Dude, I finished Rise of the Tomb Raider in like 3 days. That game's amazing.
You know what, man? I'm gonna start playing Tomb Raider, that remake, and I'll tell you my opinion because I played both Uncharted.
You know what my problem with Uncharted is, and
what?
it has nothing to like. The games are great.
Yeah.
I love them. They're just like it. Like the progression is so like rinse, wash, repeat. That's the only thing I don't like it. It's like
I totally agree with that.
It's like you have like a jumping around part, you have an action part, then there's like a
Puzzle.
little story break. Now you're back to a puzzle. Now you're back to shooting.
But like it's mainly driven by its story, and that's what makes the game. For me, that's what makes the game is the story and the fact of how the actors are actually portraying the story, and you're actually getting into the characters. You actually care for the characters, and instead of with Laura, you're like, oh, let me kill this one person. Like, oh my god, I am so sorry. Let me hunt down this deer and get this loot and blah, blah, blah.
But that's cool.
And Tomb Raider focuses on gameplay only, not really story, because you can't tell me the fact that that first one. Those people are so damn stupid. Like,
they are. The second one, they're a lot better. They're a lot smarter though. When you're in like the woods and stuff.
Your friends that go with you on the
you're talking about the
beyond
friends?
stupid.
Oh yeah. But you know what though? Like you just mentioned, kind of what plays into my wheelhouse. Like I'm more of like a gameplay person first, whereas I don't really care about the story as much. So that's why I can see why you enjoy Uncharted more, and I can see why I would enjoy like Tomb Raider.
So you're about the story and you're about the gameplay.
Yeah, because especially like in Tomb Raider has a lot of RPG elements to it, where like you can go around, you collect like wood from the trees, like you collect like skin the animals and stuff like that, and then you can build like new weapons off of it.
So
it's really light. It's really light RPG elements. It's not like
it's not like
it's
not like heavy like.
Yeah, it's not like you're playing Fallout or or like Elder Scrolls, but
I mean, so Tomb Raider was your game, and how about the other game there from Square Enix? What's the other game that you enjoyed? Are we trying to read?
No, Monster Hunter, Dark Souls are my type of game, or Star Ocean 2. Rob, you never beat Dark Souls. Get out of here.
Not a lot of people beat Dark Souls, from what I understand. That's a pretty hard game.
It's freaking ridiculous.
That or what's the other one?
Bloodborne.
Yeah, Bloodborne.
I want to play Bloodborne. I hear it's
I actually have it. I have it too. I haven't played it yet. My bad.
You know what I've been playing?
What?
Injustice 2.
That's a great game.
That is a great game.
I haven't bought that. Well, actually, no, I haven't.
And guess what I'm playing it on, Chris?
What?
Oh, PlayStation 4.
Oh, finally.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, man, I'll play you online, man.
I'll wreck you online.
Oh, bring it on.
See, 40%, Rob. I told you you didn't beat it.
Dude, bring it on, dude. Dude, I beat you in the first Injustice game. I'm pretty sure I did.
Whatever. I'll have Avery take care of my light work.
Yeah, okay. Bring it on.
All right. So what were you asking about Square Enix?
No, you say, well, so what's your first game? You said that
Fallout 76.
Oh yeah, my bad. Yeah.
And then second one was
Tomb Raider.
But you weren't impressed with Square Enix, what they did, huh?
No. I'll be honest. Everything we already knew about, and I thought they didn't show off enough like stuff for the Switch. I thought they were really PlayStation heavy, which isn't a horrible thing.
Yeah.
But I know they have like The World Ends With You in like that they're making for the Switch, and they didn't even show it.
Really?
Yeah, and there's other stuff
it's a 10-year-old remake.
Where's my Dragon Quest Builders 2? I mean, that's for Switch and for PlayStation 4, and I want to see more of that.
Okay, and we'll talk more about that later. We still haven't covered Nintendo. We're gonna get to Nintendo because that's pretty much my thing right there. But yeah, I mean, yeah, you think they would show some other games, but I always feel like E3 is always kind of focusing on the future and not like the next couple.
Well, no, like the problem with E3 is I don't know if it's because it comes so late in the year now. It used to be in May, but they announce stuff like in the month right before it comes out, and then they show everything off at E3. But we want what us as game fans want when we're watching a conference. We want to hear new stuff then.
Yeah.
We don't want to like go in there and say, okay, you announced this, and this. Now all you're going to do on stage is show us videos for those games you already announced. And I think that's what kind of takes out the fun of E3.
Well, I mean, let's be honest.
Honestly, the Video Game Awards to me is more exciting than E3 now. You see more announcements there.
You see about the same.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be that way.
No, it shouldn't.
Well, I think it's like when you think about it, next few months, you already know the slate that's happening in the next like few months in December, because that's their big, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. Because like you really don't know what's coming out until like later. Like once you see E3, you're like, okay, I know I'm gonna be broke from September all the way to.
Of course, because it started in September, or all these games are kind of out in September, so like. December. Yeah. Because they're getting ready for Christmas, because that's their biggest time of the year.
Because literally, I could probably say from September... No, I could probably say from last week of freaking August till freaking November, middle of November, I'm buying a freaking game every damn week.
Yeah.
That's how it's going to be.
And then December, you'll be buying one too for the Switch.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
They got you in December.
We'll be talking about in a little bit.
So what do you think of Square Enix?
I liked it. They showed off Just Cause 4.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Just Cause.
With the tornado.
Why? Just Cause?
Just Cause. Which tornado?
Is that a pretty good game?
It's like, it basically takes your urges to do crazy stuff that you can't really do in Grand Theft Auto unless you do it.
Yes.
Oh.
Just imagine you tethering a cow to a car and putting like boosters on the car and letting it launch off onto a bridge. Launching off a bridge.
Sounds pretty awesome to me.
Or, like, having a bunch of, like, pile up, like, pretty sure you close off one side of the bridge, you put a car there or whatever, have a whole bunch of people come in, you're like, oh, yeah, this is cool, everyone's blocked in, and you go to the other side, block that place off, then underneath the bridge, you put bombs, and then you just blow up the bridge, and everything just falls down.
Wow, okay, it sounds like a really awesome game. It sounds like my type of game, to be honest. No, I haven't nothing to download Just Cause 3 and a PS Plus.
Yeah.
I haven't played it yet. I have a lot of games I haven't played. I don't know, time management's horrible for me. So I do want to play these games. It's just like, I don't know where to start.
Is Just Cause from the Mercenaries developers? Whatever happened to those guys? Like, I don't even remember.
But if the Avalanche wasn't, because Avalanche makes Just Cause.
It might have been because, like, dude, I remember Mercenaries back in, like, I mean, I'm going old school now, but it kind of seemed like that's what, like, it kind of like turned in, like, because that was like what they were going for.
So you think the same developers?
It could be. Cause
I don't know. Cause, like, I remember Just Cause 1 coming out, and then like we were all like, at least I played the crap out of it, and then Just Cause 2, and you were like, what the heck is this? And Just Cause, and blah blah blah. We make Just Cause jokes, but then I remember Mercenaries, was it 3 that came out? And then we're all like, oh my god, this game is amazing, blah, 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 blah. And then after that, we heard nothing.
I mean, it's almost kind of like, you ever play Saints Row, Pete?
I'm not. I haven't played a lot of games.
Okay, imagine the most over-the-top Grand Theft Auto stunts you can possibly do.
Oh yeah, I've seen footage of games, Saints Row. It looks really good. It looks like really... It looks over-the-top stuff. Yeah, it's not like really serious like Grand Theft Auto. Yeah.
Just like how Just Cause is. Pretty much, and now there's going to be weather systems where there's going to be a tornado involved, so you can actually car surf in the game too. You actually be in your car, pop up under, like, on top of the car, and you can just ride that car into the tornado. Apparently, I guess, which is
it's Sharknado.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
yes.
There you go.
Yes.
Okay, so it was from Pandemic Studios.
Yeah.
And then good old EA bought them, and they closed them.
That's awesome.
Thank you, EA. Appreciate you.
Awesome.
They moved over to a lot of the employees moved over to 343 Industries, and they've also went to Infinity War, Treyarch, Respawn, and Blendo. Infinity Ward.
Oh,
so of course
no Thanos.
No, that's Call of Duty, man.
So they all went over to Call of Duty developers. Yay! Awesome.
So any other stuff we want to talk about Square Enix?
Where the frick is Final Fantasy VII?
Where's Shenmue?
I know.
Did they show either one of them?
No!
Yeah, where are they?
I guess.
Almost there, Chris. We're almost there.
Ubisoft.
So, Skull and Bones.
Skull and Bones, yeah.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah.
It looks like a more realistic version of, what was the
Sea of Thieves?
Yeah, Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
Looks like they kind of took a page for their own book, the Black Flag.
Yep.
And they're doing that. There's also another Assassin's Creed game coming out. Big surprise.
Odyssey?
Yep.
Based on Greek...
Yeah, Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
But, like, you play as a Spartan. and there's actually dialogue choices you can do, and you play as man or woman, and the Spartan kicks that they do.
Oh, you can choose who you play as?
Yeah.
That's cool.
So, wait a minute, do you go, this is Sparta?
Wait, Pete, are you getting this game?
Why?
Greek?
I might have to.
I was like, Greek Assassin's Creed, man?
Yeah, I might have to.
I mean, it looks great.
Bless
Sorry.
you.
It looks good. To me, it does look good. I will get it, and I know it probably.
You know what's funny? So our compadre, who is not here today, he had a great idea for Assassin's Creed. What did they base one on Japan, where you could be a ninja? I mean, that sounds pretty badass right there, right?
Yeah, it does.
I mean, I'm just saying because you're an assassin.
But Rhino would be like Beverly Hills Ninja.
Which is a great movie, by the way.
Yes, it is.
But I mean, I'm just saying though, like, I mean, I feel that's the next step they need to go because I think that would be a great idea for a game like Assassin's Creed. You think about it, right?
Yeah, it would be. It would be. And like,
honestly, which company do we think gave the best announcement? Oh man,
you know, well, not the best announcement really because we already knew about it.
I don't even.
One of the best games. I'm not gonna because you don't have it up there yet.
Well, I know which one you're gonna go with, but
I got two games.
I don't know. Honestly, I feel like Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft like really kind of all tied almost. Maybe Nintendo and Sony were a little bit ahead of Microsoft, but I don't know. I didn't really like. Nobody really to me like was a clear-cut winner.
Well, here's the problem with here's the problem nowadays when it comes to these conferences. It's the fact that we already know what's going to happen before this happens.
Yeah.
Because IGN or other video game websites always talk about this stuff. They're like, oh yeah, we have
probably pay to get like early.
Yeah, we're gonna go. Yeah, a good source. We have this. They're gonna show off this game, this game, this game. So we're in our minds, we're like, okay, this is what I'm gonna expect to see. So we're gonna see this, this, and this. If we don't see this, we're disappointed. And that's kind of how it is E3, because it's not like back in the day where that's all it was. We saw it and we're like, oh my god, this and that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we already know what's going to happen, or our expectations are already high as it is, so of course we're going to be disappointed by it. Because, like, for instance, like, you expect to see Final Fantasy VII, you did not see that. You expect to see
Metroid,
you did not see that. So
I expected to see Rocksteady's game, too.
What are they working on?
We don't know.
Oh, they just, like, maybe it's a Marvel game.
No, that would be awesome.
I think it would be. I mean, rumors being a Superman game.
Speaking of which, who was doing the Avengers game? Wasn't it?
Square. Where were they?
Yeah.
Nowhere to be freaking found.
Yeah,
they were at home washing the tights.
Dude, that's the one. No, seriously, that's one game. They need to.
I forgot there was even a Marvel game coming out. To be honest,
yeah. Avengers, yeah, they showed like some screen. Oh yeah, they're gonna make Avengers game. We haven't
with
seen
Crystal
anything.
Dynamics and
yeah.
Adios Montreal and freaking Crystal Dynamics were supposed to be working on it, and that was announced 2 years ago.
Wow.
So anything?
What else did Ubisoft announce?
Yeah.
I've seen they like announced like Rainbow Six Siege or whatever.
Like more stuff added on to it. What else did they announce? They announced Starlink.
Oh, Starlink.
Oh.
Starlink looks cool.
Well, I think it's cool for the fact they.
No, I think it's cool even without the Star Fox stuff.
Yeah, I know, but I love the collaboration because that makes.
I feel like it's kind of like, I don't want to say it's like how. What was that one game that came out?
No Man's.
Yeah, No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky.
It kind of looks like how that probably should have been. Is that accurate? Maybe. Did you play No Man's Sky, Chris?
Yes, I did for like one day, and was like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah, it feels like this is like the game that it should have been.
It's too ambitious. I think that game way too ambitious.
They lied. That's what.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I felt like they were trying to be way too ambitious when saying, "Oh, you can go to this planet, this planet, this planet."
Which is true.
Is there any new games like Until Dawn?
Decision-making games like that.
What was that? Get that Quantum Break garbage out of my face.
No, the one with Elijah Wood's company.
That was Ubisoft, wasn't it?
No, that was Sony.
Oh.
Freelancers. Freelancers. Yes,
there you go.
There you go.
Freelancers will be similar to a Until Dawn kind of game.
Somewhat like it because of the fact that it's horror, but it's also VR.
Would you say like Beyond Two Souls and like Detroit fit in that kind of realm?
Yes, Detroit way.
Okay.
Detroit. If you haven't played Detroit, then you should definitely play Detroit.
Okay. So
anything else with Ubisoft?
Ubisoft? Let's see. The Star Fox, the Trials, Fusion.
Oh, yeah, new Trials game. Dude, what was that, too, at the press conference? What was that?
About what?
The guy, like, riding down his motorcycle, then, like, what, falling on the stage?
Yeah, falling on the podium, and
yeah.
Like, oh my god, I'm so sorry.
So terrible.
That's why you shouldn't do stunts in press conference.
Yeah,
press conference.
I mean,
just saying.
I would say the musical number in there was actually better.
We'll say Andrew WK.
No, it was like a marching band that started from outside, and they were like all dancing and whatnot, and like, they actually had a band with them. They came inside and were dancing and that, and showing off Just Dance 2019. Which is all systems, even the Wii.
I'm like, really?
Let's see what else they announced. They showed off Assassin's Creed. They showed off Skull and Bones. They showed off a cinematic trailer for Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Yes, they did. But
pretty good,
still
actually.
No gameplay, right?
They showed gameplay engine.
Yeah, like a little, like, yeah.
I mean, it looks pretty cool, the...
I don't know how I feel about them, like... I don't know. It seems like it's a huge departure from what the first game was, though. Because the first game was kind of like a Zelda-like game.
Yeah, this one seems more like...
More action-based. Like,
not only
like
that,
Mirror's Edge. That's what it reminds me of.
It's a mirror the characters have kind of changed somewhat.
They seem a lot more mature than what they were.
Yeah.
Because, and it's supposed to be a prequel, too?
Yeah.
I thought that was weird. I was like, you look different.
They should just call it a reboot. Like, honestly, at this point, like, I feel like instead of calling it 2, they should just call it a reboot.
Yeah.
And just go from there. And then actually come out with it.
It could be good, but we gotta see
Which game
gameplay.
do you think is the worst game? Oh, look at dude, the thief's here. What's up, Christian?
Oh, yeah. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for stealing my post there.
Most disappointing game? I wouldn't say, like, I don't know. I don't like to say that I was disappointed in any games. Maybe I would say, like, the game that I saw that I had better expectations for. That's a tough one. Honestly, like Madden, probably.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Because that didn't show crap.
Yeah,
the engine looked weird.
Yeah, it looked like they redid the engine, and it's like, it doesn't look right. I don't know.
I mean, it's fun. Every time a Madden game comes out, I'm kind of like the old expression, if it ain't fixed, you know, if it ain't
broken,
don't fix it kind of thing.
Like, honestly, though, like, I would say, like, the most disappointing thing about the whole show in general is not seeing Metroid Prime 4. But I did get something from Metroid, which we'll talk about in a little bit.
Okay, so anything else on Ubisoft?
Now, let's move on to PlayStation.
Okay, great.
Let Chris do this.
All right,
this is his thing.
All right. If you've seen the conference, if you haven't, okay, you're fine.
Just watch the trailers like I did, right?
Yeah.
Just watch the trailers. They began with everyone in like a somewhat tent, church-like kind of thing.
Okay.
With lights above. It seemed like you're like in Hogwarts, almost a little bit.
Okay.
I thought, I was like, what the hell is going on here? And then they had Gustavo, I forgot his last name, Gustavo, who did the music for Last of Us, come out, and he performed a little bit, and then they showed gameplay for the Last of Us Part 2. Holy crap, this thing is brutal. You thought the trailer last year that they showed at PSX was like anywhere near like brutal and like cringeworthy and all that kind of stuff. This is freaking brutal. Which looked amazing, great, and then after the demo they had everyone leave that tent and go to the actual auditorium, which I thought was the most weirdest thing ever, and then in between that time they paused to go to like the guys,
like the announcers or whatever, like the pre-show,
the pre-show guys, and have them recap everything that they freaking announced 5 days leading up to it, which thought was weird, and it was like a change of pace that seemed really off and didn't really need to happen.
I guess, like, could you say it would be comparable? Like, I know a lot of people probably don't watch wrestling, but could you say it would be comparable to like watching a best 2 out of 3 falls match, and like they had one fall, and then instead of like keeping the match going right away, they went back up, talked a little bit about it, and then cut back to the guys.
That's exactly what it was. I was like, what the hell? Like, you lost all momentum right now. Even though I needed a break from watching what I just watched, because that was the most gruesome thing I think I've ever seen in my life.
Or like when Samoa Joe was fighting Finn, and they stopped the match to wipe his blood off. Like, my god, talk about ruining a match.
Yeah, for real. I didn't see the trailer, so why are you talking about gruesome? Like, what happened?
Okay, so pretty much you begin in like Ellie, the girl, And this one girl is dancing and whatnot.
And I'm sorry, and just
Ellie's Ellen Page.
Yeah.
Ellie
right?
is Ashley Johnson.
Oh, Ashley Johnson. What am I thinking of?
That's Beyond Two Souls.
And before you say this, is this a prequel or is this a sequel?
Sequel.
So this is a sequel.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. It starts off with them two like they're in a barn and like dancing and whatnot. And of course, if you have played The Last of Us, Left Behind, you will realize the fact that like Ellie is gay.
Okay.
And they've already established that, and then she does like girls and all this kind of stuff. But then in the trailer, they showed the fact her and the girl dancing or whatever, and they actually ended up kissing. Now, what I'm thinking, what was happening after the kiss, there's something that happens where she dies. Not Ellie, but her girlfriend dies, and this is Ellie's dark stage of going through that and killing everyone that was involved. Because the next shot you see is her stabbing a guy in the neck with a freaking knife, and you see blood spurting out and everything like that. Another thing you see is just raw, intense power of like everyone that's trying to get her, and then shooting her, and her shooting her with an arrow. When she's like, "Oh my god, I can't use my arm until I actually pull it out."
And they said they redid the whole engine, right? Yeah, that's
and
cool.
It looks awesome.
So it doesn't look like Uncharted anymore.
No, it doesn't.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, there's a minimal HUD. So you don't see anything on the HUD, so you pretty much feel like you're playing a movie straight out the gate. What was that show? That was pretty gruesome. When she finally kills the last guy, I'm not going to spoil everything, so you got to watch the trailer.
Yeah.
She gets him to his knees, and she takes out her machete and like cuts it through his throat, and you see the blood just trickling down from his neck, and you see the deep cut that it gets, and then she's like, "Let me go again."
So it's like take two swings kind of thing.
Take two swings, yeah.
So it looks really realistic.
Yes.
Extremely realistic.
Yes.
Okay.
And if you have played the first one, this looks just
But
as good.
it's like you're not fighting the monsters, you're also fighting people.
I have not seen any monster in any like
really.
So it's kind of like
art or anything like that.
If anybody hasn't played Last of Us, it's kind of like Walking Dead-ish.
Yes.
So now when you're fighting like zombies or monsters, you find also people too.
Yes.
Gotcha.
More people than Last of Us it felt like you're fighting more people than you're fighting the monsters. Monsters you could actually kind of use to like help you with the people in a way, because if it was one section and it was both of them there, you could actually use the monsters
to go kill the other people, your enemies.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then you can kill the monsters or sneak past them or whatever you need to do. And of course, items are scarce. And of course, you may have to create items on the fly.
Gotcha.
Like this trailer that showed her creating like an arrow bomb right on the fly, and her like being kind of like chased down by 3 or 4 people, and she ended up shooting the arrow. One of them killed one, which distracted one, and then she ended up killing that one, and so on and so forth. But I thought the game looked great, and that long pause was not needed, even though they announced New Game Plus coming to God of War.
Cool.
So, my game for PS4, of course, since I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, was the Spider-Man game. And they showed this, and I saw the trailer, and they showed like a 7-minute trailer of Spider-Man going to the raft, and he had like some sort of...
The raft, like the prison?
Yeah, the prison, yeah.
Does it tie into the
Deadpool?
MCU?
The raft is actually a prison.
No, I know, but I was just
No,
wondering
but
if it tied
it's a
into
prison in
MCU.
the Marvel Comics and all that. And supposedly there's a prison break and all like...
You fight the Sinister Six?
Kind of, yeah. It's pretty much a Sinister
That's
Six.
Cool.
Because, like, in the trailer, like, he's describing, oh, yeah, Electro is free, and so is your other, like, some of your worst enemies are free right now, like 5 of your worst enemies. So, pretty much you're, like... Now, here's the thing about the game, though, and... Well, let me just describe the whole trailer before I finish, but... so, yeah, you're going to the prison, you're fighting all these prisoners and all that. Then you see Electro, and he's trying to blast you and all that. So you're pretty much chasing down Electro throughout the whole prison. And finally you go to this kind of, like, huge tower and all that. And now, before you fight, you actually go there, you see Rhino tries to attack you.
Yep.
Then Scorpion tries to attack you. Then, who was the other villain that I think? There's one... Vulture, yeah. And they're
Michael Keaton Vulture?
No, it kind of looks like him, actually.
That's good.
Except he's bald. But yeah, it kind of looks.
I don't care as long as it's.
But he has like the
new.
It's all, and they're all souped up too. Because Rhino is kind of more of a big like mech suit. So is Scorpion, and so is Vulture. So they're all kind of in a mech suit. And even like Electro during the trailer, he's like, "Oh yeah, do you like my new suit?" Like one of our leader like made this for me or whatever. So anyway, so you kind of fight him like one at a time, for a little bit. Then you go and you find Electro, and then like pretty much Rhino's there, Vulture, Scorpion, Electro, and then also new villain. He's new into the comic books. It's fairly new, but his name is Mr. Negative. You saw him in the first trailer. He's like this Asian, what was it? Kind of an Asian kingpin kind of guy, but he has like powers. So like they're all attacking at the same time, and they're like, once the trail's over, they pretty much like he looked at somebody. Oh, it's you against a leader. Yeah. So we don't know who the leader is. They kind of left it in a cliffhanger. My personal guess is probably Dr. Octopus, because he was the original leader of the Sinister Six. Either him or...
We'll see Venom?
No, they say supposedly, they said that, no, we're not going to see Venom. That's what they're saying. It's like,
hopefully a sequel, then?
Hopefully a sequel.
Hopefully.
But I'm thinking it's either Dr. Octopus as the leader, or maybe Green Goblin. Those are kind of like the best guesses. Because they have to be good, like, I figured since Electra said, oh, they built me this new costume, it has to be someone who knows, like, technology and knows how to build like mechs or suits and all that stuff. So
that's actually a good point. That could actually be Goblin.
It could be Norman Osborn, or it could be Dr. Octopus. To be honest, it makes most sense. I think it's probably better to be Dr. Octopus.
I think the fights would be cooler. To be honest with you, video game fights wise, you have a lot of cool quick time event fights with that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. And to be honest, like even though like Green Goblin is his like arch nemesis, I feel Dr. Octopus has kind of surpassed Green Goblin, because in the last few years, he actually, in the comics, he actually kills Spider-Man. So, Peter Parker, he takes over his body and pretty much becomes Spider-Man. So, yeah, he's kind of surpassed Goblin in some ways as his arch nemesis. So, and he has more of a connection with him, too. But I was going to say, like, watching the gameplay, I don't know if this is good or bad. It seems a lot like the Arkham games.
That's good.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a good thing. If I broke it, don't fix it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, it looks awesome, because even the fight scenes where you find all these, prisoners, you're like pretty much like juggling some guy and all that, and you're going back and forth hitting these guys, and some guy has like a shield, kind of like Arkham games, so you get to kind of take the shield and use it as a weapon and throw it right back to them. So I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. So yeah, I was watching some of the gameplay. It looks really good, honestly. I can't really. It looks like the definite, how you say probably the best Spider-Man game, or
well, definitely the best Spider-Man game.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm just saying, like,
license-wise.
Well, yeah.
Comic book game? Is that what you mean?
Well, I mean more like the game it should have been, the game that it should have been, like, from the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I think that was like I think they've always had a bad problem like making. Licensed and superhero games, like honestly, Batman was like really the first to get it right outside of the realm of dungeon crawler.
Well, okay, would you say that the Arkham games were like the best superhero games?
Oh yeah, by far.
Well, we're talking about single player. We're talking about single player.
Right? Yeah, but even like comparable to like X-Men Legends and Marvel like Ultimate Alliance, like it's still way better than those games.
Yeah, I agree.
Those games are just really fun to play with like a friend and like level up the characters, and you get to play with like 80 of them like in the Ultimate Alliance.
No, I haven't played Arkham Asylum, but I played Arkham City. And to me, that's my favorite Batman game. I mean,
which one was City? That's the second or third?
Second one, yeah.
Second, yeah.
That really might have been the best game, because such a good storyline.
Oh, Arkham City was amazing.
Yeah, it was. So, like I'm so excited for this game because I love Spider-Man, and I played. What?
Is Mr. Negative related to Rhino? Comment of the night, right there.
Comment of the night, but no, I was gonna say though, this definitely looks like the Spider-Man game I always wanted to play. So
peek out one more year, guys. Peek out one more year. Come on, no 40 jokes.
Yeah, seriously, man. Come on, man. But yeah, but what do you guys think of the game?
I thought it was awesome. I saw the gameplay that you saw, and then there's actually added on another 10 minutes of gameplay of.
Oh yeah, him going around the city.
Yeah, going around the city.
Yeah, beating up a bunch of like thugs and all that. Yeah, hoodlums. Yeah.
Yeah, which looked. I mean,
it looked like a lot like the Arkham games, really. Yeah. You guys with machine guns and all that stuff. So
I really dug it. I really like it. I can't wait for it. And
I want to ask Chris about a game.
What's up?
Days Gone.
What about it? What do I think?
Yeah.
February. Can't wait. I'll play it. Sonny Bend. Okay.
What did Sonny Bend make?
Good question.
Mr. Johnny on the spot. What did you think of the gameplay?
I mean, they show like 20 minutes of gameplay.
What would you compare it to?
Oh shit. What would I compare Days Gone to? I would compare Days Gone to like a better. Imagine like a better, more story-driven Dead Rising. That's a lot more serious.
So, the gameplay, is it similar to, like, the Warrior games, then? Like the Dynasty Warrior? Because that's kind of like what Dead Rising is, where you have, like, hordes of zombies that you just, like, OP compared to.
Well, you're not exactly OP to it.
Okay.
You're not OP at all. You're just, like, I mean, they're there, and you can go through them and kill them all, or you can just...
Avoid them?
Avoid them at all
Is it
costs.
just single player?
It is just single player, and pretty much your bike is your second character. You can customize it how you want.
Cool.
And whatnot, and they showed like 20 minutes of gameplay before E3.
I'm surprised it's not co-op.
If the story were to seem like it really didn't need to be.
I just feel like co-op like always a good option to have in like especially like desolate games like that where you're fighting like hordes of zombies and stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know. I always feel like those are kind of like great like co-op opportunities.
Yeah, I can't name a single. Wow. I don't think I can think of an actual single Sony Interactive co-op game.
Doesn't Uncharted have a couple co-op like missions? Not the full game,
like
but like
multiplayer.
Yeah,
missions.
the multiplayer missions.
How about well, we're talking about PlayStation, right?
Just Sony.
Just
Sony.
Yeah, that's tough. I can't think of any either. Cause like, and you know what's funny? They have games called Ratchet and Clank. They have games called Jack and Daxter, but you're still playing as one person.
Yeah, because...
Oh, hell, even the God of War game, you're playing as...
you have two people the whole time, but you only ever play as...
Kratos,
yeah.
Or even in The Last of Us, you only play... Well, at one point you play Joel, and at one point you play Ellie.
But you don't play at the same time.
You don't play at the same time.
See, that's kind of something they're kind of missing. That's something that should be, like...
But then I think they run into the problem, like, what's that company? Who made Resident Evil?
Capcom? Did
Right.
they even have a conference?
No.
No, they didn't. Yeah, but Capcom has not really done a lot.
Well, they made Monster Hunter, and they made a boatload of money off Monster Hunter.
Resident Evil 7 made it a shit ton of money off that.
Well, that is coming out, actually.
Then they have a remake of Resident Evil 2,
which
looks awesome.
That does, that looks really good.
On an RE7 engine.
Yep, and then they Monster Hunter's Generation was shown on the Switch trailer.
Yeah.
What was the? Did they have any other games that they showed off?
You know what, though?
I don't think so.
It's funny though about Capcom. They've really done terrible last couple of years, except besides Resident Evil.
You know what the problem with
7, right?
You know what the problem with Capcom is? It's like they're always late to the party on everything. It always seems like it's like they make something, but it's like too little, too late.
Yeah. Well, I heard Resident Evil 7 was excellent though.
It was great.
Yeah.
The game was amazing.
Well, a great,
especially in VR.
I want to try it, but like I'm scared to play it because not because of the theme or anything, but I'm scared because like I like Resident Evil like it was, so I'm like kind of scared of the change of it.
Oh, it's not zombies.
Yeah.
It's not zombies at all. It's more like freaky, creepy shit.
Creepy
There
family
really
kind of
weren't
shit,
zombies anymore. Anyways, they were kind of like because they're way too fast to be zombies and like starting from 4 up.
Like imagine like Resident Evil 7 was more like if Texas Chainsaw Massacre was a game.
Yeah, but if they're
yeah, I could see that.
But if they're mutants too, like they're like these like
because they're on like speed.
Yeah, well, not like that. They turn into all these.
So like,
they mutate to these monsters. The family. From when I see the footage, you know. That's
Rob, stop playing Monster Hunter. It's not good for your health.
But no, I was gonna say about Capcom. That's one thing that they did do well that it came out with not so long ago was Street Fighter Collection, which I thought was amazing.
I thought was overpriced.
How much was it? 40.
For like it was like 12 versions of the same game.
I mean, yeah, it might be over.
Came out like what 20 years ago?
25 years ago.
Yeah, but
and it was like all versions of that game.
Okay. The Street Fighter game that came out for the Switch last year, that was way overpriced.
Yeah, that was way overpriced. $40 for one game, like 25
But if you look at it, how many Street Fighter games did you get? You got like the first one, second, you know, like all the other Street Fighter 2, like Turbo or whatever.
Yeah, but I would rather buy the freaking collection.
Then you get Street Fighter Alpha 1, 2, 3, then Street Fighter 3, like the 3 other like.
But you're a
sequels.
Street Fighter fan, so that's kind of like in your wheelhouse.
Yeah,
like, I don't really care about Street Fighter.
If I was gonna spend that kind of money, I'd rather spend that money on the Jurassic Park 25-year collection that just came out on 4K Blu-ray than I would on that.
Dude, what about that Jurassic Park base building game or whatever?
God, it got reviewed terrible.
Did it?
Yeah.
I thought it looks awesome.
It looks awesome, but it got reviewed terrible.
By who?
IGN, but like gave it a 3 or 4.
IGN, suck it.
Well, I look at game rankings.
Too much water, right? Or too many
dinosaurs. Too many dinosaurs. Yeah, it's like Jurassic Park game just came out. We're gonna give it a 3. Too many dinosaurs.
So, anything else with PlayStation you want to talk about?
PlayStation.
I mean, you're the PS.
I am the
PlayStation.
I am a Sony fanboy.
Yeah.
I do own PSVR and all that good stuff. Freelance looked cool. Can't wait for that. That's Elijah Wood's company.
Okay.
Who makes that. That looks pretty creepy and whatnot.
Okay.
Let's see here. They showed Ghost of Tsushima. Sucker Punch's game.
Yeah. You're talking about. What did you think of Death Stranding? Or Stranded, whatever it's called.
Death Stranding. It's a game. It's there.
Wow.
So is that
is a Bond girl in it?
Okay. In Kojima, you don't trust?
In Kojima, I'm very flaky on because I played Metal Gear 1 through 4. I didn't play 5 because I was like, it changed so differently.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a fan of the Metal Gear games.
4 took so long to go through it, and I literally fell asleep on that hour-and-a-half cutscene at the end. I'm not gonna lie,
dude. Well, I don't remember which one it was. Me and one of our buddies, Josh.
I remember which one. It was like the first one.
Was it the first? No, it was Sons of Liberty. It was 2. I remember it was Sons of Liberty.
Was it? I know exactly what you're talking about. The end fight.
Dude, no, it has nothing to do with the fight.
The Liquid Snake. All these different cutscenes or whatever.
Yeah. So, anyways, you beat the game. And there's there's this really long cutscene, and then you beat the game that goes through the credits, and then there's another 45-minute cutscene.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, I just watched 3 movies at the end of the game. It's like, come on, let's tighten it up a little bit, guys.
Yeah, but I feel like Kojima.
You ever heard of director's cut?
I think it stretches out a lot because I remember. I want to say the first game or whatever game we played, the bad guy kept on talking nonstop.
What is HHN?
Hollywood Horror Nights.
Oh, no Hollywood Horror Nights. No, thank you. Even though it has Stranger Things.
Yes, I'm going this year. Everyone's going. Let's go.
For real. But I'm just saying, though, it's just funny because I always feel those games that stretch out so much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but anything else, guys?
PlayStation-wise, Sucker Punch's game looked cool.
What was that one?
The Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh, yeah.
We'll try to think of it.
Sucker Punch.
They showed Death Stranding, which I was like, okay.
Notably absent.
What?
Shenmue 3.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah. They showed off Remedy's game, which looked like Quantum Break.
Exactly like Quantum Break. Weird.
Hopefully it's better. It has no TV seasons in it. Other than that, PlayStation's conference was really kind of lacking for me.
Okay.
I think it's just like we said. It's like the lack of new announcements.
Yeah. I think
it's all stuff we already know.
I think they're really focusing on trying to get the games already announced out. And so once they do that, and then hopefully PS5 comes along, and then that's it.
Okay. Now
I'll start with Nintendo since I'm the resident fanboy.
Okay,
I'm not self-calling myself that.
Wait a minute, hold on.
What?
I'm not the fanboy too?
Oh yeah? How many Switches you own, Pete? Yeah, 0. You're not a fanboy. Get out of my face. Anyways.
Yeah, whatever.
So, as you can see in the lovely picture right about there, right about there.
So were you talking about the game?
I'm going to talk about the game right there because my favorite thing about the announcement was Mr. Ridley right there basically killing Mario in the trailer. Oh my god, that was violent. But that's probably the most requested character for Smash Brothers, and they finally put him in.
Well, even, what's his name? The guy who does Smash Brothers, the guy who... Sakurai, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was even saying, though, Ridley was one of the most requested characters that they practically, the only thing about Ridley was difficult is the fact that his size, the way he was.
Yeah.
It's hard to put him in the game, but they figured out let's just put him because.
Well, he's not as big as he is in like when you play against him in.
No,
Metroid.
he seems kind of like the same size as Bowser.
So that's where he comes from.
Yeah. So it's not the main bad guy of Metroid. It's like the right hand man of Mother Brain, basically.
Okay. As I was watching, I was like, who the hell is Ridley, and why do we freaking care, and like, why is this such a hype for everyone? I was like, this looks like a Xenomorph ripoff kind of thing.
Yeah,
well, I don't know what's a ripoff of?
Xenomorph, like Alien.
Oh, well, the whole game's a ripoff of Alien.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like the name Ridley.
Yeah,
from Ripley.
That's what I was like.
Yeah.
Really
well, even the whole storyline, like Samus, like in the game, Samus goes to destroy all the Metroid pods and winds up saving one, and the one thinks Samus is its mom.
Yeah.
It's literally Alien.
And isn't Alien directed by Ridley Scott?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's basically Metroid's Alien. That's probably why I love it so much, because I love the Alien movies.
Yeah.
But so that's probably the number one requested character out of Nintendo characters.
And honestly, that character plays badass.
And honestly, I could see why it's the number one requested, because okay, you got Mario, you got Bowser, you got Link, you got Ganondorf, you got Samus, you got Zero Suit Samus. I mean, like you don't have
no villain.
You don't have that villain. You don't have that Metroid villain, and that's really. As much as they don't come out with a lot of games, I mean, it's probably not Nintendo's number 3 franchise anymore.
No.
That's probably Pokemon's probably like number 1. Honestly,
probably now.
Say Pokemon, then Mario,
then Zelda.
Yeah.
Then probably Animal Crossing, then Splatoon.
I'll probably say Smash.
Well, Smash, I think, yeah.
Yeah, but Smash is hard to like consider a franchise because it's without all the other franchises, there's no Smash.
That's true.
That's the way I look at it. Like it's kind of like Mario Kart. Like Mario Kart, yes, it's a franchise, but like without Mario, there's no Mario Kart.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because like they could make a Nintendo kart game without with just like Mii characters. No one's gonna buy that.
So did you see some of the gameplay from Ridley? I watched the. I think he's a pretty awesome character.
My main complaint with the direct is that 25 minutes of the 43 minutes was spent on Smash.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah, that is ridiculous.
They spent a lot.
Like, dude, you have the treehouse. Show off all your Smash stuff in the treehouse. And
that's why I rank it low.
Yeah,
that is exactly the reason.
I completely agree. It's ridiculous.
I think the problem with Nintendo and E3, they never really have great shows because I don't think they need E3. You know what I'm saying? They never really that's not the main focus. So they're practically saying, hey, this is a game that's going to come out this December. This is our big game this Christmas. So get ready for it. Start pre-ordering. And that's what they did. They did their job, really. I mean, to be honest, it's a good sales point because what they said is, hey, if you love Smash Brothers and you played all the Smash Brothers games, guess what? Every character you played in those games are going to be in it.
Yeah, I think... And the fact that I don't know how many stages they've announced, but I've seen ones that were 3DS exclusive.
Yeah, and that's going to be in there.
And that's going to be in there.
Well, dude, okay, so one of the levels I was really excited because I love this stage.
Big Blue?
Oh, my God.
I knew exactly where you're going to go with that.
I love that stage.
Yeah, because you laughing at me go,
yeah, it's such an awesome stage. And it's a difficult stage to play because you always fall off. But the music, too, is so badass. But, yeah, I'm excited to see that stage. But also even the Metal Gear Solid stage. I thought
Snake coming back was awesome.
Yeah, that was. I love it too because as soon as you see Snake, they're like, every character is here.
Yep.
So because everybody thought, oh, Snake.
I thought the biggest ones they say ice climbers. I'm surprised they got them back because they said that was really tough for them to put them back into the game.
Yeah.
And then the other ones dude, we haven't seen Wolf since the original or Melee.
I think Melee, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
and he plays differently.
Pichu?
Yeah, he looks like he plays differently too.
Yeah, he does. He's his own character. He's not a clone character.
Well, even I think Ganondorf.
And then they add, dude. I think they're gonna add a lot more clone characters, which is I'm okay with actually.
Well, they call them Echo characters.
Yeah, so you have Daisy that they announced already, and I'm sure there'll be more.
Well, it makes sense too because I think it's a cop out when they say, "Oh, this is a new character," but it's exactly the same.
Yeah, I'd rather them call them Echo characters. Yeah. But anyway, so they also announced what was it called? called Daemon Ex Machina.
I thought that looked pretty awesome, honestly.
I'm not sure about the gameplay, but the art style's freaking amazing.
Dude, the music was amazing, dude.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Like a heavy metal, like, song, man.
It's from the Armored Core series people, so we'll see how it is. I really like the art style, but I don't know. It's a mech game. We'll wait.
I mean, I'm not saying
I'm still waiting. Yeah, I'm still waiting to see on it, because I haven't seen enough to, like, really, like, get me there.
Well, they also have Fire Emblem.
I thought Fire Emblem Three Houses looks awesome. Rhino was complaining about the graphics, which, I mean, it doesn't look the best, but the coolest thing I thought about it was, and I always hated this about the Fire Emblem games, is like you're supposed to be like on this big war like battlefield, and it's like you go to start a fight and it's literally one character versus another character. This one actually has like the big like armies behind them as they're fighting, which
cool.
makes it look a lot cooler. I don't know, like the Three Houses thing kind of worries me though, because Fire Emblem has been known to release like Pokemon where you have Moon and Sun. Well, they've also released like Birthright and like Afterlife or something like that, where it's like the same game but like two of them. But so I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the.
What's up, Angela? What's up, Jala? Anyway, but go ahead.
But yeah. So like, I hope they don't release 3 versions of the game since it's called Three Houses. Yeah. Like that would be annoying to me.
Yeah.
They also showed off Pokemon, which we talked about last week, so I won't go into it.
I need to go into it right now because that is some bull crap right now.
Why?
Because let's say the fact like they came out with the pre-orders, by the way, like yesterday or the day before. You can buy the Pokeball with the game
for $100.
Or you can buy the game by itself for 60 and buy the Pokeball thing for 50.
Oh my god. $50 for that thing?
So you get a discount of $10.
So you get a discount of $10. That's like highway robbery. $50 for that freaking thing. I can get the freaking watch.
It's $40. It'd be 40.
Or you can get the Apple Watch and get it for free.
Yeah, there you go.
You know,
it's just so stupid.
But you know,
I won't get it. I'll just use the Wii remote or the Switch remote.
But the thing is, though, like Nintendo, they know people love Pokemon.
Yeah, they know people are gonna buy it.
Exactly.
They know people are gonna buy it. But here's the thing: you don't have enough pre-orders for the Pikachu game, which is already sold out on Amazon, by the way. But the Eevee collection, Eevee one, is still available.
Yeah.
Which is.
So everybody's buying the Pikachu.
I don't even. Yeah, I don't know why they made 2 separate versions of it. To be honest with you, like, and especially like Eevee, like if they would have made like Squirtle or like Charizard, like dude, those would have sold. But no, they picked Eevee.
I guess somebody must have been like, oh, that's such a cute.
What
animal.
up, Jeff?
What's up, Jeff?
No, he was like Eevee was like this character like they freaking loved in freaking Pokemon Go because you could evolve them to 3 different things.
So you can evolve them in this game, I'm guessing, right?
I hope so.
it basically is Pokemon Go. Yeah. It's all the same stuff.
Okay.
It's basically Pokemon Go without having to walk everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, like you play in the map of Pokemon 3, but Pokemon Yellow, sorry, but it looks like a high def game.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not a big Pokemon fan.
This game's for beginners.
Yeah.
So this would be a great game for you to actually start
okay,
off.
I just downloaded Pokemon Go, like.
Yeah, but you're like the worst Pokemon Go player ever.
Why?
Because you're like, get the damn ball, you stupid little thing.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't even know. They have names, Pete.
I don't care.
They have names.
And you have this technique. You have this.
No, I do it. I do the
curveball?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not the curveball, but I'm getting there.
He's a Mets fan, bro. He can't throw a curveball.
Wow. Man, shots fired right there. Damn.
Well, you might not have a chance to choose, Jeff, because Pikachu's selling out and Eevees are in high demand, or not high demand. So you might be stuck with Eevee.
Okay, speaking of, like, slightly off topic, changing subjects for 1 second. Do you heard that whole, Detective Pikachu movie, whatever?
Yeah,
right?
Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah. Dude, I'm sorry, man. So, I watched Pokemon back in the day, right? And I'm so used to Pikachu just saying Pikachu. I don't know if I can accept somebody like voice acting, like doing Pikachu's voice.
What do you mean somebody? Some guy?
Ryan Reynolds.
That's not some.
No, don't get me
you're
wrong.
like some guy. That's a man.
No, that's a man with muscles.
No, you're a dude. That's a man. Man, I'm just saying though, like, I can't accept. I mean, I'm more used to a Pikachu. You know what I'm saying? Like, like Ryan Reynolds could be doing the voice of it. I'm like, no, because you're Deadpool, man. You're not Pikachu.
He could be Pikachu.
I don't know. No, man. He's Deadpool. So anyway, just
Pikachu's badass.
So yeah, they show Pokemon, whatever those 2 games. I mean, they look good. They look good.
I know. I'm excited for the expansion to Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I know you guys probably don't play that.
No.
That's like completely out my thing. It's actually standalone, which is awesome. So it's only going to be it's going to be $40 if you buy it separately.
Oh,
it's included in the season pass if you pay the $30.
And also, another thing too that
it's because the cost of the cartridge.
Okay.
It's standalone. You have to go buy it from the
Thank
store.
you, Haley.
Okay.
Thank you.
No,
but,
thank you.
No, thank you. But no, I was gonna say, yeah, like, I thought it was kind of weak. I'm not gonna lie.
Super Mario Party?
That looked good.
Yeah, it does look good. I thought the Switch thing was weird and how did they do that?
I don't know.
Yeah, did you see that though, where they like put the two together and you could like walk between the screens?
You know,
how did they do that?
You know, like the whole advertisement. It's like these. It's not kids.
Well, what kids are playing Mario Party? We're drinking playing that damn game.
No, I'm just saying. I kind of like that though. I kind of like that thing. It's like show these young adults.
It's like Smash Brothers. What kids are playing Smash Brothers? Nobody. We're playing Smash Brothers.
Exactly, man. It says, hey, you know what? You could be a cool adult and play video games.
Kids are playing that game right there, Pete. That's being advertised. Fortnite.
That
in
is true.
school.
That's where. Yep. That's where
On
the
their
kids
phones.
are.
You
That
can
is
play
true.
Fortnite on your phone right now.
I'm not going to get into it with Chris today about the Sony and Fortnite thing, but Fortnite is on the Switch. So that was one of their announcements as well, which is cool.
That was pretty cool.
They had a couple of indie announcements. Overcooked 2 was coming out. It looks awesome compared to the first one,
Yes.
I thought. I thought like you can you had do the cooking in like a graveyard, like when the flying house.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was
actually,
like
yeah.
that. I'm like, that is awesome. And
Like, man, that's like beats Iron Chef any day of the week, man. Just like imagine that you got like a tornado coming in, like, oh my shit, I gotta cook this fucking food right now, man. Fucking tornado hits your house, man. Damn, man. Now that's like it should be a cooking show.
Was there any other things announced by Nintendo? I know that they didn't show Metroid, which sucks. They didn't show Pokemon, the real Pokemon game.
Yeah.
That kind of sucks. Yoshi officially got delayed to 2019. They announced that today.
Jesus.
Yep.
That's a shame.
They
That's
did
a shame.
during the Treehouse later on. Though
Yeah.
they did announce that the Octo expansion came out today for Splatoon. That looks awesome, by the way. If you hadn't seen it yet,
No.
dude, it's like $20, but it's like 80 single player levels. But it's like actually like it's not like okay. So if you've ever played Splatoon, the single player was very. It's very like more like less teaching you how to play the game. This looks like an actual single player. Yeah, an actual single player game where you're actually like fighting enemies and stuff like that. Right. It looks really cool.
But so like I said,
which game are you talking about, Jeff? That has better frame rate? Oh yeah, Hollow Knight as well, which is was a very very requested indie game. Got released on there, and that looked really good too.
Speaking of Hollow Knight or Shovel Knight, that'd be a cool game to add to Smash Brothers.
Shovel Knight would be a really cool character to be in Smash Brothers.
Where's Crash?
Okay, here's my request.
That's the one I want. I want Crash.
Yeah.
No, I want Simon Belmont.
No, Crash and Spyro. Both of those.
Yeah.
Should
Simon
both be
Belmont will be awesome.
And then what the hell? Bomberman's an assist trophy?
That is bullshit.
That is, yeah, Bomberman should be a character.
Bullshit.
Goddamn assist trophy. I mean, even freaking Jeff is a damn assist trophy.
That is kind of a shame. I'm like, oh man, come on. It's still cool though because that's a third party game, so it's cool that he's actually an assist trophy. I mean.
Oh, speaking of Bomberman, dude, Xavier Woods as a playable character in Bomberman R.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he even has like the trumpet.
Yep.
That's
badass.
Dude, I told you that yesterday.
I thought he was playing that game.
No, he's actually in the game.
That's just
he's like EA Sports, dude. He's in the game.
That's as good as Omar Epps in Def Jam.
It might be better.
It might be better actually. That's like probably his dream right there. That guy.
Oh yeah.
But
Splatoon. It would be nice if Splatoon had split screen 2-player to play online.
Yeah.
Instead of having to own your own console to play it, that would be a nice thing.
Well, I think Nintendo needs to get on the whole online kind of multiplayer online thing better. Do a better job with it. Like, okay, so like I said, going back to Smash. Now, this huge game is coming on December 7th, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Their online better be on point. Because...
Well, they'll have 3 months to get it sorted out.
Seriously, it needs to be on point.
You have 3 extra months to get it, Pete. Just saying.
Don't worry about this. I love Smash Brothers.
So
that's my game, man.
So I think another reason maybe Nintendo didn't come out full balls to the wall with games this fall is maybe because they want to get people to purchase their online with the 20 free NES games.
That's probably what.
Because that's a lot of NES games in there, and maybe they want people to like not play anything else but those games.
Maybe they knew it was.
Okay.
Maybe they knew it wasn't going to be coming until then, and so they're like, okay, well, we got to give these people something.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's true too.
So hold up. That's a good point you just made. So they kind of come up with 20 NES games for the online, right? Now, here's a good question. Do you think they're going to come out... We talked about this last week, but do you think they're going to have the N64 Classic 2 this fall?
They would have announced it if they did.
No, I don't think so.
No, they would wait for a direct. I think they'll wait for like a separate
Nintendo
direct.
doesn't release all their everything that's going to happen in E3. They like saving the other stuff for later on.
Okay, so when was the SNES announced?
I don't know. I don't
it was
remember.
like literally announced like I remember like October.
Was it E3?
No, it wasn't even E3.
I thought it was like at least July or August.
No,
it might have been August because I remember like they usually do a direct in August right before the fall.
But they don't never really show that. They don't really say, "Oh, hey, you know, like this." The NES Classic came out of nowhere. Oh, here, look.
Everyone wanted it and everyone suspected it, and they announced it, and then pre-orders went up, and then overnight, and
they're out,
and they were out within minutes.
Dude, that's gonna be the same with the N64 thing.
Oh, dude, for real, I will get one.
Yeah, it's gonna be sold out everywhere.
It went like at 3 o'clock in the morning because I remember because I was working at 3 o'clock in the morning. I was like, oh shit, it's pre-order now. And I was like, oh wait, it's gone. Oh, yeah. Okay.
I'll definitely get an N64 Classic. That and a GameCube Classic because
they're not gonna do a GameCube Classic. The whatchamacallits aren't powerful enough for GameCube games. The Raspberry Pis, they'll never get it to run on there. You'll have a better chance of seeing GameCube games on the Switch.
You just wait, man.
I'm telling you right now.
Just wait.
I'm telling
Technology,
you right now.
man. Technology.
So
it will happen.
So that's pretty much all Nintendo announced.
Yeah.
Again, a lot of stuff that's just coming out in the near future. Nothing that's really big. Did we all talk about any the new characters in Smash? They had Splatoon. They added Splatoon characters.
Yeah,
and Ridley. Yeah, so
Ridley.
But they have 2 more that they haven't announced yet. So I don't know when they're going to announce.
Well, that's all they're gonna have.
Well, they had 2 amiibo spots open that said Smash Brothers, and they were like placeholders. When they showed off the Ridley one, which by the way, day 1 purchase for me. Ridley freaking amiibo, yes,
of course.
Yes, please.
Do you think, well, okay, so Sakurai's saying like there's not going to be too many characters because they already have all of this huge roster. But how much do you think there's going to be? Maybe
Echo characters?
No, we're not talking just Echo characters.
Well, no, I'm guessing they're probably going to have 2 more characters.
That's it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's already 55, right?
No,
higher.
64.
No, 65. Ridley was 65, and that's not including the Echo characters.
Jesus, yeah, that's enough.
Yeah, dude. So that'll put it at the roster at 67 plus Echo characters.
That's enough.
I mean, but I feel like I think you're right. There's going to be 2 new characters
with only 8 player battles. Yeah, 67's enough.
Yeah, I agree. 67.
Is there anything that you really
If it's a third-party character, I want it to be Crash.
Yeah,
like that would be
Same
my
for you.
Crash.
Yeah, that's my third-party character.
I'm surprised.
Still going Simon Belmont. Sorry.
I'm surprised that they're freaking Cloud's back, but I mean,
it's every character
is here.
Yeah, everyone is here. I get that, but I was like, oh, they got Cloud. I was like, oh, okay,
dude, they have Bayonetta.
Where's Cloud in freaking Final Fantasy VII? Nowhere to be.
You know what's crazy, dude? They have actually Bayonetta in there, and I'm sorry, she's not a Smash Brothers character.
No, but she's a Nintendo character.
No,
now,
I know,
so.
I agree, but
where was Bayonetta 3?
Where
was Bayonetta 3? Where was No More Heroes?
Oh yeah, that's another game.
Where are these games?
That's Nintendo though.
They're at home washing their tights.
No, they're at home jacking off. Not doing what they're supposed to be doing.
They don't really like to reveal all their cards, man. I'm telling you, that's Nintendo. Okay, guys. So, what's your take on E3? Disappointed?
Disappointed.
Okay.
All the way across the board, I was disappointed.
Worst part of E3?
Worst part is Square Enix.
Square.
Yeah. Just as a show to me.
Like not showing Metroid was pretty disappointing for me too.
Would you
that
say
would be like in terms of Chris if they didn't show Last of Us 2.
Oh, I'd be pissed.
Yeah, that's kind of like the same thing. Like me for Metroid Prime, like I'm waiting to see that. I'm sure certain people that might be watching the show were probably disappointed they didn't see Pikmin 4.
Yeah, I mean there's certain games
Was that even announced?
Dude, that's been in development for like 6 years probably.
Yeah, my disappointment is Nintendo could announce more games that are going to come out in the future because I want to buy a Switch, But entice me. Tell me.
Entice you, Breath of the Wild, Mario Odyssey.
You
What
know,
enticing do you need?
Okay,
years worth of games before you even get to what we're talking
Hold on, Breath of the Wild is on Wii U.
Yeah, but you got the inferior version.
I agree.
Sorry.
Well, whatever. But still, I'm just saying more games.
But you don't have Odyssey. Odyssey's amazing.
Oh, no.
You'll have Smash. You already have Mario Kart 8, right?
Yeah, I already have it on Wii U.
But dude, Splatoon 2, that game's amazing.
No, I mean I will get one.
Need to try.
Yeah.
No, I will get.
I would pick up Arms again at 20, but I don't think it's worth 60.
Yeah. No. I will get one. I'm just saying though, entice me more. But okay, best part of the E3.
Rob would like to know if we consider him normal. What's normal?
Well, I know who Rob is.
Define normal, Rob.
There's no such thing, to be quite honest. But best thing about E3.
Best thing about E3, dude, Fallout 76. I really enjoyed that.
Best thing?
I mean, I have to go Last of Us.
What was your best thing?
I have to say either Smash Brothers or Spider-Man. My opinion.
Okay. I'm okay with all four of those games, to be honest with you. So
yeah. I'm okay with all.
And what do you think of like future games or announcements like you're gonna hear in the next few months? You think there's something?
I don't think we're going to hear any big announcements from any of the companies until at least the fall time.
Yeah.
I think Nintendo will probably make a couple of new, some good announcements in the future, in the next couple of months, I think. Because Nintendo's always like that.
I mean, their big holiday game is Pokemon.
Smash Brothers.
And Smash Brothers. I mean, what game is coming out? Okay, sorry. Mario Tennis is... June. What?
Octopath Traveler and Captain Toad are July.
Yep. And then August is...
I don't think they have one for August. I don't think they've listed one for August.
And then September...
September was Mario Party? Or no, was that October?
September was Mario Party. No,
it's October.
October 7th or something like that, yeah.
I'm thinking they're leaving September open for the NES games. I really do. I really feel like they're leaving it open because that's... Dude, if you think about it, that's like... Okay, so you're going to drop... What was it? $20? $25 for the year subscription?
Yeah.
$20. Yeah, $20 for your subscription.
And then,
so you're gonna go drop that, and then you're gonna do boom, 20 games day one.
Yeah, but like even when you do like $30 for the family thing, you're like all freaking slightly off topic can have their own freaking thing. Yeah, including you, Pete. You don't even have a Switch.
8 accounts. 8 accounts on the one
Thumbs up
thing.
Thumbs up. All right, guys. I think unless somebody has a question for us.
Nope. No questions? Alrighty. So, we are going to take off, guys. Until next week, I am the Real Ant-Man.
I'm E-Tep.
King Black Cherry.
Make sure you turn on your notifications, like us, follow us on Facebook, comment on our posts. Get ready for next week, because we'll be here. Peace out, guys.
Incredibles 2 review next couple days, actually, probably. Yeah.
There you go.
Peace.